One more time. One more time. Ah, Beasel. Well, guys, I gotta do an update video. There will be some vlog stuff included in this video, but I want to talk about this fucking crap that happened to me. I'm on... Let me pull something up here. I should have it. Yeah. So guys, I made a video almost 3 years ago. It says it was made on 9:49. Well, or 9:59. That's the classic YouTube shit. July 20th, 2017. Look at that much different setup.
Stupid then. Come on. Film this on the iPad, everybody. The iPad that you've seen occasionally, which is not mine. Stupid then. Okay. One last time. One last time. One last time. Ah, Beasel.
This video.
This is it, guys. I think this might be the end. So,
this is a big...
I got a computer monitor, I'll just say. That'll be... I was going to keep it for the pickup video, but it doesn't matter now. And I've been using my Pavlon on it. My HP Pavlon 6640C from 1999. Windows 98 2nd edition. On that Dell Latitude. And, after a while, it was starting to get, pretty hot, because it was sitting on my bed, and it's freaking hot here right now. But I logged out, but did that, restarted it, and it took like 20 minutes to boot. And then I got into Windows finally after rebooting a couple times. And it was still, it was like super slow.
You can hear that.
This happened a few times, and then I finally decided just to boot up into safe mode, and that it worked. Everything was going normal, and I was like, oh, just troubleshoot whatever went wrong. And then I made a fatal error which killed the computer. I have in Windows XP there's a setting where you can turn on the like the classic start, like the classic log off.
So you don't need to hear the whole thing. You can watch this video yourself.
Second restart. This starts blue screen of death. No matter how I boot, I've messed with BIOS. I've done everything.
BIOS.
I think it's over. I think this. I don't know if the hard drive's dead, because the thing is, if I try to boot into regular Windows, start Windows normally. It's the hard drive being dead. I don't know. I really don't know.
So this happened, the video was uploaded on July 20th, 2017. I probably shouldn't have looked at that much of it in this video. But, and this video is going to be way longer than that one. That was a Dell Latitude D620. No way in hell am I fetching the hard drive from it, but I do have the original hard drive that is dead. It is dead. I guess I'm just going to have to put a fucking drill through that one. But I installed a new hard drive in that computer, and it runs fine with that new hard drive in there, which is actually from the Compact, if you guys know the stories of that time period. But I've moved on, guys. I've moved on from these computers. I've moved on from Windows for the most part. I'm a Mac guy now, and I mostly, as you guys should know, I use iMacs because I like the large screen desktop computers. Even though I have the smaller ones, excuse me, it's still much bigger than a laptop screen. Most laptop screens. So that's what I've been using, you know, and I've had a couple of iMacs throughout the years. And the one that I've been using regularly for a while now, actually, it's a 2010 iMac. I will link my video that I did on the 2010 iMac when I got it in the description of the video. Hopefully I remember to do that. It's not very hard, but I'll try to link that, and I'll link this video too, I think. But And that should make it obvious, and it'll probably be the title of the video. So, I've been using this 2010 iMac since I got it July 31st of 2019 is the day that I received the computer. A much different time for the whole world, really. And I received that thing, and I've been using that ever since, pretty much. On occasion, I'll have something else in this position. I won't be using that, but man, if it's more than 2 or 3 days, I'd be surprised. So that was my main computer. All my data is on there. Everything that I've done is on there. And yeah, it's very obvious what happened, man. It should be very obvious what happened. So basically, last night and yesterday was a wild fucking day, and I'll talk about it a little bit. Because I ended up, I spent hours working on this goddamn computer. Because this was just bullshit. But yesterday, I woke up at like 10:30 p.m. on June 30th. And I woke up and I got on my computer, 2010 iMac, I got on there. I looked at some stuff. I looked out into doing some stuff here. In the project that I was working on, I decided, yeah, I'll just come back to it later. I'm not really that awake yet. So I'm going to go. And when I'm more awake, I'll come back and I will work on the project. And when I came back to work on the project, woke the computer up, tried to open an app, and the app just bounces in the dock, just up, down, up, down, up, down, and I'm like, what the fuck? I figured it was the app. And then the app comes up and it does its loading bullshit, and I just figured it was the app. The app is a poorly written app, whatever. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just let it do its thing because it's stupid. But it wasn't doing anything. It was having a hard time, and so I tried to look at some other stuff at the same time, and it was being goddamn slow. My whole system was slowed down. So I went for the app, and I tried to close it. It would not close. So I went up to force quit, tried to use that, but it was so slow to get to force quit. Just to do that alone was terribly slow. And then what happened was, I might not be able to upload this video actually, but that's alright. We'll see, guys. I remember I had this problem with this fucking video. I filmed a video that was too long. But I went into force quit, and I force quit the app, and it was gone. It finally let me into force quit. And I just figured it was the app that was making my system unstable. But it stayed unstable, even after the app was gone, so I was like, what the fuck? I tried to go to my activity monitor, because I want to see what is using my resources. Like, there's an app in the background, it didn't fully close, it's still running in the background, it's taking up my resources. But I can't get into activity monitor. It was too slow to even get into that. And I tried to force quit it because it wasn't responding, so the icon just froze in the dock, and it was like a dark shaded version of the icon, and it was fucked up. So at that point I just figured, okay, I'm going to shut the computer down, I'm going to restart it. And so I do that, and it takes like 5-10 minutes to turn off on a black screen where I can still see my mouse. And then it finally restarted, but I have multiple partitions on my iMacs because I have different operating systems on them. So, and I didn't have the one that I wanted back into. I didn't have it set as my default, so I held the Option key on the keyboard to get the hard drive selector up. But that wasn't coming up. It was just a white screen. And so I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I just stop. I let it boot into what it had selected. And it's on a white screen for 10-15 minutes with nothing else, just a white screen. Then I see the Apple logo. Then I see the spinning wheel, because this is an old version. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. So it takes another 10 minutes to get past the Apple logo. Then it gets to the, it finally gets to the Snow Leopard login screen. And then I enter my password. Apparently it was incorrect. But the moment I hit enter and it was incorrect, I hear, coming out of the damn computer. I've never heard the hard drive in that computer, and then, right there, I started hearing it. At that point, I pretty much knew what the problem was. And I got into Snow Leopard. It finally let me log on. It took like 5 minutes to load up the goddamn menu bar in the dock and my wallpaper and everything. And I tried to like open up Finder or whatever, and it's just unusably slow. Unusably slow. And from there, I remember the narrative. At that point, man, it was like 4 or 5 a.m. by the time this was going on, and I was pissed off because there was stuff I wanted to do. So that was what happened, man. And so I'm in this operating system that's really slow, and I said, maybe I should restart the computer. Again, let's try to restart back into the operating system that I was in. Let's unplug it, whatever, just in case. Even though at that point I pretty much knew. So by the time that I actually logged in, I said, I'm not restarting the damn computer because there's a chance that it won't start up at all the next time I restart it. There's a chance that it'll just be fucking dead. Which was a very smart move. A very, very smart move. So I got in. I was able to, even though it was god-awfully slow to copy the files over, I did copy a lot of my data off of the computer on the flash drives. Not everything. I did lose some stuff, unfortunately, but I'd say I got enough of it to where it wasn't a massive loss of data. So I got everything off. There was the thing is, none of it was corrupted. At least as far as I'm aware, nothing that I saved was corrupted. There was one video that I had downloaded that was completely corrupted, though, and it would, like, cancel the transfer every time. And I have the video, actually, on my flash drives. It's just that when you try to play it, it's only, like, the first 3 seconds of the video, then the rest is corrupted. So, yeah. But, so after I got all the stuff transferred off, I decided, okay, I have enough here. There was some stuff I couldn't get to from this partition, but I copied as much off as I could. I said, okay, now I'm willing to lose the whole system, and restarted the computer, and I held pretty damn sure, I held the option key for a while, and it did come up with my boot selector. All my hard drives and partitions were there, so I booted into the one that I wanted to get into originally, and it showed forbidden symbol, the circle with the line through it. It showed that, and then at that point, it's like, fuck, man, it's gone. The whole computer is gone. Less than 12 hours after I had woken up and the computer was fine. The whole thing was gone. So I restarted after that, didn't do the option thing, let it boot up, and then it came up with a folder with a question mark, which, if you know Macs, you know that means that it doesn't have a boot drive, it can't find the damn thing. And so I restarted again, option key, no hard drives in the list. So it's completely dead. Now hopefully this fucking video doesn't end on me. I don't know how to rotate it, if you want to see how I was propping it up. And I have my 2008 iMac here again. So we're gonna figure this out. I got the computer on the floor here. I know this is horrible. I think I'm going to end this vid and I'm going to film a part 2 of this video. So, yeah guys, I'm going to try to do some stuff here. I got some